Hello, everyone. Namaste. Greetings. So happy that you could be here. Today's topic is tools of divination. Let me move this camera here. Okay. Tools of divination are different tools that we use for connecting with spirit, with energy, um, to do readings, or um, to help us get better connected to either spirit or our own energy. These things could be tarot cards or oracle cards. They can be talking boards. They can be crystals. They can be dowsing rods. I have some dowsing rods here. These measure energy and also can be used for water. You have to set them with the intention of what you want to measure with them. Um, Crystals. I have crystals. I've always had crystals since I was young. I've always had rocks and crystals. I have oracle cards. I have never had tarot cards. Um, I've had rune cards. There's also different types of tools. There's people that do Celtic Ogham, which is Celtic, and it's sticks. Um, I guess they can vary in size. They have symbols on them, and it's kind of a toss thing, kind of like rune stones, which is a Nordic type of um, casting. Is what I'm trying to say here, not toss, but casting. There's different types of casting. There's bone casting, people that read bones of like small animals. Um, there's lithomancy, which is reading of stones that don't have any markings on them. They're just different colors, different shapes perhaps, and how they land in relation to one another has a specific meaning. There's also tea leaves. People read tea leaves. There's pendulum, which is usually some sort of a crystal or stone or something that has some sort of a point to it that's suspended from a chain, or usually a chain, but it could be a cord, I guess. And you have some kind of sometimes you have a yes or no written down on or something. Maybe you have a map trying to find someone. Depending on what your answer is, your intention is for, and then you can go by which way the pendulum swings, or circles, or straight down and up. There's also scrying. Scrying can be crystal balls. It can be black mirrors, regular mirrors, water, um, full moon, just about anything that you can stare at for a while that has some kind of a reflection or shiny surface. The glass can be used for scrying. Also, let's see, I have these written down. Numerology, automatic writing. Numerology is the study of numbers, and since everything seems to be mathematical in the universe, it just stems that numerology would have some relevance to the universe and the mathematicalness of it all. Automatic writing is a way of channeling a spirit. They are channeling their energy, and you can write depending on what the message is. It usually is a message. You can ask them questions or something like that, and they'll just have you write out. Or sometimes, I guess now these days you can also type. So there's also osteomancy, which is reading of the wind. So in that case, people that do this watch the way that the wind blows and how it affects the trees and how it affects the birds and how it affects plants and that kind of thing. The clouds, they get some sort of meaning from all of that. Um, Allurimancy is a reading of flower. And yeah, this is kind of new to me. I've heard of it, but I haven't really studied too much about it. It's regular unsifted flour, and you can, in order, the way it falls when they, I guess, cast it, has significance, where it peaks, where it falls, where it's flat, that kind of thing. They also bake it into a dough. Hi Glenn. They put a piece of paper with a question or a message on it, and they put it in the dough, and then they bake it. And according to how the dough has either absorbed or excluded that piece of paper out, and how it has affected the paper and the writing, has some kind of significance. Also, there's I Ching coins, which is also another casting type of tool. I mean, there is just about anything you can imagine, people are able to read it. There's reading of dirt, there's a reading of wood, um, just about anything that can be stared at, and spirit can use their energy to facilitate some sort of a message or exchange of energy through is possible. So those are just a few things. I mean, there's thousands. I mean, if you think about it, really, you really are not limited to what you can connect to spirit with. It's really just, it blows the mind, really. So I gotta light my screen here. Oh, hi, Kim. So I'm gonna get these rods out of the way real quick. Also, there's rosary beads are another, or mala beads, uh, which are prayer beads. Those also can be considered a tool of divination. I know of some readers that use those as a meditational focus. And yeah, so that's basically what I have for this time. I might have to do a video just on the different kinds of mancies, which is, it's crazy. It would blow your mind how many there are. It just, it's out there, you know. Okay, so I've been asking if there is a message for someone, because I kept getting urged to come on today, and there seems to be a message for someone. I don't know who it is right offhand, but usually that reveals itself later. Usually about when I'm done, I guess. I don't know why that is, but it's fine with me. I don't have a problem. Okay, so let me see. I see this as being a male. He's having confidence problems uh, in different aspects of his life. Um, he is a light worker of sorts. He's not really sure which way to go with it, I guess. Um, one minute he thinks this would be good, and the next minute he thinks, I don't think I can do that. But then the other part of him is telling him yes, which the other part of him would be Eric. He's very close to Eric. Eric keeps telling him he's more able than he gives himself credit for being. Uh, he says, don't give up. Keep working. Ground. You need to ground more. Because I feel like he's getting overwhelmed. He's getting overwhelmed and he has to step back. He has to step back and just kind of breathe, do something different, walk away from it, and then come back to it with fresh eyes. It almost feels like he's struggling with it for some reason. Um, it feels like he's not sure what his place in this world with this work is going to be. The message with that is that it doesn't need to be known at this time. It will come. It is free will. If you want to do this work, you can do this work. You are able to do this work. Um, it feels like he may be partnering up with someone. Um, for a while. Um, he may be partnering up, but eventually it'll be like training wheels for him. And then eventually those training wheels will come off and he'll be able to feel more confident and secure in what he's doing. Even though he's really good at what he does, he's not completely invested. He knows he can do it. He just doesn't know how well he's doing it and how he can help others um, on a larger scale. In other words, he feels called to, but he's not sure that he is the right person for this work. It feels like he's just mind fucking himself to death, to put it bluntly. Um, um, I don't. Um, I just keep feeling overwhelmed. Um, I think it's because of the energy The spirit energy is just, it's sometimes it's overwhelming, and it feels like he may need to set some new boundaries. The more connected he gets with spirit, the more boundaries he's going to have to set. Um, for some reason, I probably because there's new energies coming in, and okay, okay. Um, he, yeah, just I just keep feeling overwhelmed, and I need to step back. I need to step back and just kind of have fun and do whatever, and then I know that I'll come back to it. But he needs to ground. He needs to center himself and ground himself uh, really well. He needs to do that like every day, maybe twice a day in the beginning, and then once he is really feeling it, then he can go to once a day. But I feel like overwhelmed and not a lot of confidence. He talks like he has confidence, but it's very obvious that he does not. So, um, but I see Eric is trying to help him with that. He's kind of like, the kick in his butt to get him going, to get him doing stuff. So, um, yeah. Okay. So that is that message. All right. So does anybody have a question or would like a card or want to talk about the tools of divination? Do you guys know of any other tools of divination? Okay. Um, Margaret's having a hard time getting in here for some reason. I don't know why she's not able to get in here. But if somebody could send her the link to get in here, I don't know why she's not seeing it. Okay, this message is for Gwen. It would help if I had my eyes on. No, there's a surprise in there. Okay. This message is for Gwen. I think that's part of his thing is that he doesn't want to come off as arrogant. That might be part of his problem. Message for Gwen. Okay. All right. For Crystal Angel cards, I got Malachi, Prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. Tiger's Eye. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Sapphire. Easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. Turquoise. Spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clear to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. And angel answer card is you're ready. Trust. There's something better. And choose a new direction. Wow. Oh, seems like there's some changes going on. That's for sure, right? Let's see. Um, okay. All right. I'm going to go through the self-confidence through God confidence, which pairs up nicely with trust. Um, I really don't feel that that is something you're having a hard time with, though, Gwen. I feel like you're very grounded, you're very confident, and you're very trusting. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know what. Is this just reiterating the fact that you are? Okay, spiritual path. It does feel like you're gearing up for something though here, because spiritual path, you're ready. Choose a new direction, there's something better. So, or there's something better, choose a new direction. It feels like you're ramping up to something. Maybe there's something that's going to shake your confidence a little bit and your trust. Clarity on this, please. What is it? I'm getting confirmation on it, but is it something or someone? Someone. Someone she knows or someone she doesn't know yet. It's someone that you know. It feels like there hasn't been a. It started out great and then it wasn't so great, and now it's going to come into something again. Something that is going to maybe give you a little jab in your confidence. I don't see it being earth-shattering stuff here. I just feel like there's going to be a shift. Uh, I don't know if I should say this person's name out loud. I'll message you when I'm done, let you know who it is that I'm getting. Um, okay, so what? I can almost hear you saying, Gwen, gosh darn it. I wish people would just stop doing that crap. You know, something like that. Like it's not going to be earth shattering. Like I said, it's just going to be a realization for you that you know not everybody is what they portray themselves to be, and with that comes other kinds of deceptions, maybe mistrusts with that person. I'm thinking you probably already know who this is. Yeah. Okay. Um, spiritual path. You're ready. That that comes after this. When you come out of this distrust thing, this confidence hiccup, it'll be. It's like after that, it's going to put you in a different vibration, a higher vibration. So your path is still going the same way. It's just like you were here and now you're here and you're ready. You're ready. You need to take care of yourself. Um, Gentle approach to life and work. I don't feel that that's a problem for you, but I think sometimes you might get busy. Busy. That's not a good word. Maybe a little overwhelmed occasionally because things that you thought were not that you were in control of it, but that you had a handle on it and it kind of slipped away. um, just know that there's something better after that. There's something else coming. Don't let it shake you. Don't let it pull you off your center. Um, you're going to get a positive shift in your divine support, and you're going to choose a new direction. So it sounds like you might be doing even something else besides everything else that you're doing right now. You sound very busy to me. uh, yeah, you may want to consider what that means. Is it maybe towards more Egyptian stuff and not so much the galactics or different galactics? Uh, whatever it is, it has to do with really ancient stuff. Highly evolved, highly intelligent, that kind of thing. Okay. I hope that resonates with you. Uh, you're welcome. Okay, so is Margaret in here? I can never, all I see is Gwen and Kim. So that's okay. I can work with that. So, any other questions or want to talk about something? I don't know. I don't know if she's subscribed or not. I would think she would be, but I don't know how many times I have to give a link in the chat. So I really don't know. I don't get a list of who subscribed and stuff, so for some reason. So hopefully she'll subscribe. But as long as she hits the bell, I mean, she'll get notifications. But anyway, so anything else? Cards, topic, you want to still talk about tools of divination or something else? She can't post. She can't post. Oh, she's here? I wonder why that is, though. Why she thinks she can't post. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out, too. It's just been a learning experience. Let's put it that way. Okay, I only see 2 people in here. I don't know if Gwen is still here or not. So I don't know. Oh, there's 3. Okay. Margaret, you here? Ah, okay, there you are. You rascal. Tools? Okay. Um, what do you have any other tools that you wanted to add? I can certainly add more tools to this discussion. I have it written up here. Hey, Margaret. Good to see you. Be sure that you're subscribed and you hit the bell so you get notifications when I go live. Okay? Okay, let's see. What other tools of divination is there? Let's see. Okay, here's one for you. Tyromancy. Divination by interpreting the holes in cheese and other types of coagulation. Yummy! Like I told you, I mean, if anything, I mean, it truly is just anything goes, really. I mean, it's crazy, some of this stuff. I'm sure there's people that read leaves, like leaves on plants, not just tea leaves, but leaves on plants, and probably reading plants themselves. Really, it wouldn't surprise me at all. So good to see you, Margaret. It's been such a long time, it feels like. Really? Christmas trees, that would be a hoot, wouldn't it? Wow. Wow. Yeah. I guess I guess I I kind of have I get a vibration off of Christmas trees too. Some are more cheery, some are more serious, more methodical, some are very playful, some are very uh, sad. Sound baths. Oh, okay. What is a sound bath? Oh, this is for Margaret. I don't think I've heard of a sound bath, but it sounds really yummy. Well, cool. I tell you. Whew. Okay. Really? That's interesting. Yeah. Only problem is that, when they fly out like that, I try to catch them. Sometimes I bend them. I think that's really bad. And I don't want them to look like, you know, Margaret. You know what I mean? Because there's, when I have them, whoop, when I when I have them together and they kind of look, let's see if I can find it. They don't look uniform. They look bent, and yeah, I don't like that. Okay, let's see. We got here for you, Margaret. Garnet. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. Calcite. busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reason for being busy. Oh, yeah, it's Christmas. That's why. Rhoda Crow's Eye. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Okay, angel answer. In the near future, trust, and a year from now. So you got some time things going on here. Not all of these are resonating to be together, though, I feel. Detox. Okay. All right. So we have the rhodochrosite, the garnet, and then the near future, which is be gentle with yourself, purification, detoxification. So once you detox, once you purge that crap out of your life, you're going to need to take extra care. This is going to be in the near future, so I'm going to say within the week. You need to spend extra time getting rid of that junk. And then afterwards, it's going to be you need to flush out your system. Once you release the toxins, you need to replace it with good stuff, high vibrational, positive self-talk, positive energy, positive work, positive people, positive social media. So just keep it positive and light and loving. That feels really good from where I'm sitting. It may be crap to go through, but feels really good. Okay, now what is this? Um, the book. Uh, okay, Kim. Oh, crystalline bowls and copper ones. Yeah, yeah. Singing bowls. Yeah, that would be another tool of divination. Okay, Kim. Well, thank you for being here and being supportive and loving and sharing your energy. Thank you. Okay, now Margaret, the book. Is it really going to take a year from now? Is there some kind of a hiccup with the book? You need to explain this to me because I don't know what this is. Why would she need to trust that? Okay. Yes, this is for you. Yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Or the Bible? What you talk about, Margaret? What Bible? What is she talking about? Why is she telling me this and you're not telling me? Your book. Your book. Now you're just trying to confuse me. Okay, your book. A year from now? Is there a problem with the book? Because that's what I feel like. Either there's a problem with the book or maybe you're thinking about yet another book. No. There will be another book, but it's not going to be the same as the other two books. I'll pull another card. Clarification on this, please. That wasn't what I was looking for. Anema with the bird, with the third. Oh, for gosh sakes, another time. Okay. Okay, so busy within the next few weeks. And I also got helpful people. Trust the helpful people. I feel like there's gonna you're not getting anema. What's anema? Hey Ashley. What's anema? Not getting anema with the third. I feel like it's gonna be a different kind of book, not like one that you've written before. For some reason, a year from now. Why would a year from now? Research. Research and study. Are you studying something? Margaret, are you studying something? Oh crap. See? Just bent my card. I'm sorry, don't hurt me. Good Lord. I think it feels like researching may lead you to some kind of study. Give me more. What kind of study? Spiritual arts, cooking, macrame. What is it? Oh, okay. Um, I keep. It's hard to tell if it's what I'm seeing you doing is research or studying. It feels like you're studying something for the research. Studying something for the research aspect of what you're researching. Come on. Really? Help me out here. It may be coming yet. Something you're going to find in your research, and you'll be studying it in order to better relay the information or the story through that experience. Yeah, because I don't want to give away all the surprises. Yeah, clearly. Okay, yeah. All right, Ashley. Message for Ashley. Did you want just a straight reading, or did you want a card for that? Well, I'll start out reading, and then if I need to get the card, I will. I'll go ahead and clear these. Message for Ashley. I'm getting congested again. I see you sleeping, Ashley. I'm traveling. Are you astral traveling? Why am I seeing that? That's not really a message. What's the message in that? Are you able to remember the messages that you're getting in your astral travel? Yeah, when you know that. You're welcome, Margaret. Okay, so but you are asking to remember them when you wake up, yes? Yeah. Um, trying to get which one. Do you sleep with a crystal under your pillow at all? That might help. I'm trying to get which crystal. I know there's one that's really good for astral. travel. Which one? Says there's a few of them. One would be moldavite. That would help with the interdimensional. Clear quartz would heighten, or is an amplifier for the energy that happens during that time. That would also be helpful. There's one other one. I know there is. I'm looking right at it. And I can't. What's the name of it? Tell me. Just tell me. Amazonite? Amazonite? I'm looking at it, but I don't know that crystal to be by that name. Do you have an Amazonite? Try saying that 5 times fast. Okay. Well, that will help with sustaining the energy. It will help amplify it to maybe help you remember to. But you want to what? You want to set your intention with it. Cleanse it. Set your intention of it. Charge it or program it or whatever you want to call it with what you want. Would be, I want to remember who I talked to, where I was, what the message was. I want to be able to write it down when I wake up, so I have it written so I can look at it when I need to, that kind of thing. I don't know why he's showing me that, but I don't know if that's even in my crystal angel cards or not. Amazonite. I don't think it is. But that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I've heard of them, but I wouldn't know one if it hit me in the head. That's what I'm saying. Is the crystal I'm seeing, I don't know if that's the same thing. It may be called something different too. I really don't know. No, there's no Amazonite in these crystal angel cards. So that's what I suggest. Uh, gratitude. When you are ready to go to sleep, do you say a prayer of gratitude? I don't know if that's okay. All right. And that, why are you showing me that? I don't understand what the connection is. I don't know why they were showing me that. But yeah. So hopefully the crystals will work. Um, if you come across one that is, I wish I could remember that crystal. I don't know why they're not telling me what it is. It could be the same thing, and I just know it as a different, with a different name. But anyway, okay. So is that it? Okay. Yep. You're welcome. I guess that's it. I was thinking there was more, but I'm not sensing more. So, somebody else want have a question? Want a card? You're welcome. Talk about more about tools of divination. Whoa. Yay! How cool would that be? You know, do all the stuff that you can't do in physical form. Cuddle a lioness. That would be like right up there. You know? Oh, awesome. That feels yummy. Fuzzy, warm, yummy. Well, I could talk about uh, my fairy fusion that I had done, which I have some new friends I didn't know about. Yay me! I don't know if y'all saw that post. Um, yeah, I have blue avian blood. I have ancestors. Who knew? Who knew? I didn't know. I knew nothing. I just knew that I would be working with Galactus. I didn't know I was related, like related. You know? That's crazy. So I just call them Grandma and Grandpa. Actually, I had a conversation with Kellyanne last night about it because um, I was having a issue with seeing because Eric has got me doing this exercise for 2 months now, and I really wasn't seeing much progress. So we did an exercise together, and I found out about the wand uh, that was etheric wand that my blue avians gave me, and I saw how I would be using it in the new modality that Metatron and the avians are helping me with. And it's going to be very exciting. I tried to give it a name, and they didn't like the name. The name I was going to give it was Crystal Sacred Geometry Reiki. But for some reason that didn't I didn't get confirmation on that, so I'm not going to call it that. But I told them, if there's a name, that for them to bring it to my awareness, and I'm open. Yeah. So I don't know if it's not, you know, if I'm being too literal, maybe with it. I will be working with crystals. I know that. I will be working with sacred geometry. I'm already doing that. I've been drawing the cube and stuff, and looking up sacred geometry and everything, and so it looks very interesting. But yeah, I did not. Yeah, I wouldn't have. Nobody had ever told me that I, was that connected to galactics. I know that we all are at some point, but I didn't know that much, And I knew that I have a few tall whites waiting in the wings for something for me to get to a certain point, and then they're going to step in and help with this new modality. Okay. Because I was having a conversation with the Blue Avians and Metatron, and I was like, well, why am I learning the Reiki? And he says it's to understand how that energy works, because what he'll be doing, the energy works exactly the same way, because it's the same energy. It's just I'll be using it differently in a different way. So that's why I added the Reiki to the end. But it could be called anything, Reiki is just another word for universal energy stuff. So, you know, but it was like, it felt like I was going to be, the Blue Avians kept showing me, with this wand, twirling it around and spinning around like bippity boppity boo. I'm like, what is that about? That is crazy. Because it's not going to be actually me. I'm just the vessel. I'm just the conduit. Nothing's coming from me. It's their work through me. So, yeah, I wasn't really sure about. Yes. Yes, I did see the symbols on the one. Well, I saw one symbol. There was a sun, and then there were some other symbols too, but I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of those symbols at this point. And that it had the crystal in the end was at a point, and it was clear, but it was like aurora borealis. It had all spectrums of light and color in it. And then the handle was a very light wood. Me and Kelly described it as being like bone, like color of bone. Um, so, yeah, it's going to be some awesome stuff. I'm really excited about it. So I really don't know if I'm supposed to be very formal in my learning of the Reiki, since I won't be actually doing Reiki in the traditional sense. If I just need to have an understanding of how it works and how it flows and how to do it distance and how to do it in person and on myself and all that kind of stuff. I am at this point, up to this point, I've been learning it pretty formally. I've been attuned already. Uh, so now I'm going for the third one. I'm going for the master. So yeah. Gonna be crazy good. Yeah. That's the feeling I get because, once I started really studying and getting into it, especially the master part now, that it was just like, and the 21 days of, yeah, it seems like I just don't know. This is so necessary. But if I want to become a Reiki master also, then I need to buckle down and do this, right? So, yeah. So, yeah. If I'm not supposed to, then I guess they'll let me know, knock it off. You don't need to do this anymore. We're going to start the new thing now. Interestingly enough, I found some clear quartz crystals that were in the shape, different geometric shapes. So I hope to get those for Christmas. I put them on my list. So we'll see. If the universe wants me to have them, then they will be mine. If they're not, then I won't. So I'm very excited about this. And also that I have a blue clematis on my third eye because for some reason, I can already see. I can see through my mind's eye. I can see the overlay of geometric shapes. Everything I see has a faint overlay of geometric shapes. I see that all the time. So I thought, for sure, opening my third eye to actually see wouldn't be such a big deal, wouldn't be uh, such work. But apparently it's just fine tuning what I can already see, which is fine. I don't need to see spirit walking around just like regular people. Who wouldn't want that? But, at this point, I don't know that it's all that important. Would I like to see Metatron? Would I like to see Eric as their form is shaped or whatever? I have no idea what Metatron looks like. As far as I'm concerned, he is his cube. I don't see him as an angel per se. I see him as his geometric shape. See them who? See my Eric and Metatron? I think there might be some lag here. Well, Kellyanne and I did some exercises last night. She said, "I want you to close your eyes and tell me what you see." And she's like, "Now, with your eyes open, tell me what you see now." And she was getting the same things that I was getting. Um, I actually saw my blue avian grandparents, and I could see one in the back, which I think was the woman, and the one uh, who was the male. He came really close up to me, and he put his finger on my nose, like, boop, and then backed down. I'm like, okay. I'm like, are they like playful, sweet, kind of docile beings? Because I really don't. I have no clue about blue avians at all. I have no clue. I I've heard of them, but I have not delved into that at all. For me, it's kind of like it's projecting out of my mind's eye into space. It can be on a wall because if I'm looking where I'm looking right now, there's a wall there, so I can see. But it's like a projector of a holograph kind of image, but it's not. It feels like that in my head, but it when I see it on the wall or in my space, it's like I'm looking back in instead of looking out. You know, it's hard to explain, really. 3 dimensional. For me, I haven't really thought about it being 3 dimensional. I guess so. I mean, as opposed to like a photograph of one dimension. Hmm, interesting. Hmm. Ah, no, I don't see them as solid people. That would be the end game. That would be the goal, I guess. But that's what I've been wanting all this time since the mid 90s. And I didn't realize that I was already seeing all this stuff. I was just not really paying attention to it because it feels like I've been doing it all along, but I wasn't really paying attention to it and I wasn't giving it a name. I wasn't giving it focus or energy to uh, manifest. So, shadows, mm, no, it's really like a faded holograph uh, picture. I can get colors, but they're not vibrant colors. Like last night, she asked me, "What is Eric wearing?" And I said, "A white T-shirt and blue jeans, old blue jeans, no shoes." And she said that she saw him in a hoodie, and I said, "Yes, a reddish one," because I couldn't see red. It was like a faded red. It's like almost like pastel, but not quite pastel. You know what I mean? It's just kind of faded. Yeah, yeah. To explain it, it's like I'm projecting it. It's in here or in here. It's projecting out and then coming back in. It, it's the best way I can describe it. Old photograph look? No, because there's movement. I see them moving. I can see them laughing. I can see them walking. Uh, I don't see them densely. I don't see them like I can grab onto them. Kind of solid. They're translucent. They're like a faded holographic. Oh, okay, that's weird. Well, not weird, just different. But trying to imagine what that would look like. That would, huh, yeah. I guess to be able to see them as dense beings, that would be what you would call the concert pianist level. I don't know that I need to be a concert pianist at this time, because if it hasn't happened after 20 years of asking, chances are it's not going to. And I'm okay with that. I'm fine with the way that it comes now. So, oh, okay. Yeah, I love playing that game with Kellyanne. I wish I could do that every day. I feel like that would really help me to um, focus on, well, not focus, but to see more detail. Mm. I used to have shadow people on my wall growing up, um, but they were never scary or anything to me. They they felt like they were looking after me, you know. Um, I don't know if I want to say like guardian angels, but they were just kind of protecting me, kind of thing. So, you know, I, I never gave them a name. And I thought that everybody had them. You know, it wasn't until really late, like junior high, that I realized that, oh, not everybody has those people on their wall. Oh. So, you know, I kept it kind of quiet, except for my grandmother. My grandmother and I connected on that level. So, oh, awesome. You know, it may be that I will see somebody, you know, eventually, but right now, okay, I have a question for you. When will I be able to consciously enter the Akashic records? Oh, you trying to get into the fortress? Fort Knox. No. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Ashley, will she be able to get into the Akashic records? The higher Akashic records, yes. There's a lower and there's a higher. I feel like they're saying you could go anytime. It is your intention. Set your intention And so you can do this through meditation, or you can do this in your dream state. Sorry, water's coming back on me. So raise your vibration, set your intention, either meditate. I would think meditation would work better until you get the sleep thing down, the traveling thing. But for you, I don't see it being a problem. It's just the process of you raising your vibration, setting the intention, and getting into meditation with it. Yeah, be sure to let me know how that works out for you, because I know of the Akashic Records, but I've never known anybody that wanted to go in there. So that would be interesting to know what that experience is like. Okay, that's what they're telling me. You can go anytime. There is no not going. It's only your perception of not being able to get there that's holding you back. I find it interesting in the fact that I know in there is where I know all languages. I so want to learn this language here in Belgium so I can at least talk to my mother-in-law and her sisters. Well, all her sisters, well, her and one sister out of 4 sisters, no, 5 sisters, know English. But of course, the 2 that don't speak English hang out together the most. So, yeah, because I can learn up to a certain point in the language, and then it's gone. I can't do it. It really gets my goose when they say think and like a Belgian. And I'm like, I'll never know what a Belgian feels like or thinks like. And, it's like, what is that supposed to mean? you know? I was like, what? uh, yeah, I don't know that I would feel comfortable doing that just to know the language. It's just. But that would be my reason for going. So I don't know how productive or how high vibrational that would be for me to go just for that. But I'd be willing to give it a try. I'm wondering if there's maybe some meditations on YouTube. One guy that I'm really into right now is Steve Nobel. He does some awesome meditations. Yeah, past lives would be interesting too. If they have like a list, I was a nun, I was a man, I was a butcher, I was a serial killer, I was, enlightened being, I was this, I was that. That would be interesting, yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting. Okay, well, I think I'm going to get off of here. It's been an hour and a half already. Wow. And I keep telling myself, I'm just going to do 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, but Steve Nobel, he really challenges you to hold it. You know, he does the 13 chakras or the 12 chakras, which has the lower and higher Akashic records. So, uh, yeah, I'm really into his stuff right now. Well, thank you. Thank you for finally showing up, Margaret. I'm hoping that you'll be able to see future lives. I don't know what the problem was. Had you not subscribed or had not hit the bell, the dingy ding ding? Because if you don't hit that, you're not going to get notifications other than in Facebook. Are you getting my Facebook notifications of my live here on YouTube? You're welcome, Ashley. Always a pleasure seeing you too. Yeah, check him out. He's got tons of things going on there. He's got quick ones, but on average, his meditations seem to run about 30 to 40 minutes, but he does have a few short ones. Okay, on my YouTube channel, there's a subscribe button, and then there should be a little bell. If you hit the bell, that will let you know when I'm going live. But also in Facebook, I'm also putting a notification there that gives you a direct link. So when you see my notification in Facebook, it'll say location. There's a link right there. You click on that, and it should take you right there. I had to go into Safari to get. Okay. You too, Ashley. Love you. Be sure to tell us how that works, and I'm so interested to find out what happens in there. Oh, really? I don't understand why that's happening to you, Margaret. Gosh darn it. Okay, well, maybe we'll try to figure out in Facebook, but right now I'm going to end it here. So, yeah. So tomorrow I won't be coming on because I have an appointment. Huh, that's weird, Margaret. I don't know what the problem is, but we're going to figure it out, okay? All right, well, love and light to all who came and who see this. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever it is, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.